Hello, it's Cami from the blog Tidbits at tidbits-cami.com. Are you looking to update the lighting in your RV? Have you found yourself ever frustrated or confused at your options? Worry not, there are more options and solutions for RV lighting than you might think. Today I want to share what we did in our RV renovation to update our lighting and go over 5 RV lighting tips that you may want to know before you update those RV light fixtures that might be driving you nuts. I want to cover the challenges for RV lighting, your options for updating RV interior light fixtures, 3, what you need to know about RV light bulbs, 4, what and where to buy RV light fixtures and light bulbs, and finally I want to tell you about a creative lighting hack for RVs when you don't want to or can't hardwire to get some lighting right where you want it. This is going to be good. Okay, first I need to add a very important disclosure. My husband and I are in no way certified electricians. We are giving you information based on our experience and the research we've done online and while talking to electricians ourselves. You should continue to do your own research before messing with the electrical in your RV to ensure your own safety. And now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the challenges that you face for RV lighting. RV lighting comes with challenges different than residential lighting. I want to address a few of these that I think you should consider and be aware of when you begin to think about updating the lighting in your RV. This is all based on the challenges that we faced in our own RV renovation. One challenge is that not all your light fixtures in the RV are going to be hardwired, which means the electrical lines are connected to a power source or light switch. Depending on your make and model, some of them might simply be battery operated fixtures attached to the wall, or in other words, not hardwired to a light switch. This is common in bunk areas and slide outs. You may also find that you want a fixture in a spot that isn't hardwired for one, like at the side of your bed. Don't get discouraged if you find this problem, because I have an awesome lighting hack for you in this video that you may find you prefer even more than a hardwired light fixture. The second challenge that you might have is the amount of vertical and horizontal space around your fixtures. It may be limited. Living tiny certainly has its limitations, and you need to make sure that your light fixtures are not in the way of swinging doors or heads, for that matter, if at all possible. That means taking a measuring tape around with you before you purchase a light fixture. My husband, who's filming this, is rolling his eyes because he constantly hits his head on that light fixture, which I measured to clear my own head. Just keep that in mind if you have taller people than you. Okay, the third challenge you may run into, you may be discouraged by the limited amount of options you get when you search for RV light fixtures to buy. Because yes, truth be told, the RV manufacturers and suppliers still haven't quite caught on to the beauty of diversifying our options, but worry not, I've got some good news about your options. Okay, let's talk about your options for updating RV interior light fixtures. Now, prior to our RV renovation, we noticed we had 3 types of lighting. We had battery operated lights where you actually had to switch it on and off at the fixture. We had some hardwired overhead light fixtures that were operated at a switch plate on the wall. And then we had your standard RV dome lights that were wired onto the RV power system, but still had to be switched on and off at the fixture itself, meaning there was no light switch on the wall. So perhaps you can imagine the challenges. So first and most important, determine what each light source in your RV is, and then you can play around with your options better. Before considering your options, you need to first throw out the notion that you have to buy fixtures made specifically for RVs. Yep, throw it out. You can actually buy any fixture that is fitted for residential homes and fitted for your space. Now, we just opened up a whole world of options. That's right, you can consider flush mounts, pendants, sconces, and even chandeliers. Oh, the possibilities. Sure, you can buy the fixtures that say made for RVs, and if you like the style, that's great. But I do warn you, you may be able to find some better pricing and way more options if you look outside of RV specific light fixtures. Now that you are celebrating the fact that you can buy any fixture, just hold up 1 second before you click buy. There is something that you must consider, and that is your light bulb. Okay, important things to know when updating RV light bulbs. Now, while you have the freedom to choose your fixture, you do have limitations for the light source. So let's cover the 4 things you need to check out before you're good to go. And that's the volts, the watts, the base size, and the color. Okay, 1, the volts. The voltage you choose is the absolute most important thing that you need to check. Now, remember that the light bulb needs to be the same as the power source, and that will depend on your RV. Our power source works off of a 12-volt DC system, which will be the case for most, if not all, RVs. This means that we have to buy a bulb that is labeled 12 volt. Okay, the second thing is watts. Now, I am no engineer, but I do understand that wattage is how much power is released each second. So a light bulb won't need to be super high in watts to run in an RV like, say, a fridge would. And the lower number you can get here, the less amount of power you'll be using. It's something to consider, especially if you are running your RV off of a generator. I was able to find light bulbs for our chandeliers that are 2 watts and, of course, 12 volts. Okay, the third thing you need to consider is the base size. Before you buy your fixture or your light bulbs, you should make sure that you can find the right light bulb base that coincides with the base size in the fixture. Then make sure you can find the 12 volt and the wattage you want. If all those things measure up, then you are good to go. From what I've seen, there are 2 main standard sizes of bases, and that's an E12 and an E26, though I'm certain there are more. These chandelier bulbs are on the smaller bases at E12. I think your more standard size bulb is probably going to be E26. Okay, the 4th thing about light bulbs is the color. I didn't think considering warm or cool color light in an RV would matter that much until we tried it out. Now, my hubs was the one who brought home some daylight 12 volt bulbs at first for our chandeliers, which is the main overhead source for our RV. I didn't like the shape of the bulbs he picked out for this French style fixture, but we put them in anyway, and the daylight bulbs were extremely bright in this small space. Almost way too much so. At night it would light up the world. I decided to switch them out for these candelabra type bulbs, which not only look so much better, but they are a warm light. Since these lights only go on in the evening, it emits a nice warm cozy light, which I much prefer for this small space. In a home, I actually prefer daylight, so this was a learning curve experience for me. A daylight bulb may not be so bad if your fixture is encased in a cover, so feel free to try them out and see if you like a warm or a cool light. Alright, let's now talk about where you can buy light fixtures and light bulbs. Sky's the limits, my friends, especially when you consider residential lighting fixtures. Shop wherever you find a fixture you like, but searching on Amazon is a great place to get an idea of what you like. This is a little trick for you. I actually found these chandeliers on Amazon, fell in love with them, but didn't love the price. So I searched the name of the fixture on Google, and it led me to Wayfair, where they had them for a bit cheaper at that time. So feel free to try something like that. Or you can walk into a home improvement store and pick what you like, which is what we did for the bathroom light fixture when we needed it in a pinch. As for the bulbs, I had better success buying on Amazon. The home improvement stores had only one tiny row and one option for RV or 12 volt light bulbs. I was delighted when I found the candelabra bulbs on Amazon that matched the volt, the watt, the base, and the color I was hoping for. I will leave a link below that will lead you to my RV shop page, where I have sourced all the products we've used in our RV. You'll find the exact bulbs and the fixtures that we bought. I hope that is helpful for you. You could also look at an RV supplier, and they may also have what you need. Alright, creative solutions and hacks for updating RV lighting. This is the part I've been dying to share. What should you do when you want a light source or a fixture in a spot that isn't hardwired for an electrical source, or if your source is not wired to a light switch in the wall. I've got the funnest lighting hack to share, and I owe it all to my friend Brooke from Nesting with Grace. She calls it the magic light trick. In a nutshell, you are basically adhering these long-lasting battery-operated LED puck lights inside of your fixture, and it will operate either by pushing the light or by a remote, which can also be timed. Now, this magic light trick was a lifesaver for us. I wanted these minimalistic flush mount light fixtures in here for the slide out area and by the bunks, but I didn't want a fixture that was going to hit our heads or feel intrusive to the space. Our problem was that these were wired to RV dome lights that only turned on by the switch on the dome. That meant I either had to buy another ugly dome light, or it was the perfect time for the magic light trick. So we simply removed the electrical guts inside the fixture itself. Then we adhere the puck lights to the inside of the light fixture. The beauty with this fixture is that it has a plastic cover, so no one would know that there were puck lights in there. Then we proceeded to screw the fixture into the ceiling, put the plastic cover back on, and now we can enjoy the soft glow of these lights in the evening by either turning them on with a remote or setting them on a timer to turn on and off at certain times. It works perfectly. We also added some puck lights to the inside of the faux beam in our master bedroom, and at night when it lights up, it is the most cozy, charming glow and perfect for flipping through my favorite magazines at night. You could also put these puck lights into sconces that you could hang anywhere on the wall, place them by your bed, inside cupboards, mounted under the kitchen cabinets for that cozy under cabinet lighting. I believe they even have rope lighting that operates the same. You can get so creative with lighting knowing that you have this option. They do run out of battery, but they have a very long life because they are LED. Finally, I want to address the question I get often. How do you move your mobile home with chandeliers or hanging pendants? Well, truth be told, had I known we were going to travel in our RV versus just parking it when we build our home, I would have chosen a more practical light option than chandeliers. As you may have guessed, we do have to tie them down when we move the RV. In fact, on our moving day, there was so much chaos going on. I had relocated with my kids and we forgot to tie down the bathroom pendant light that we had installed. It was our first casualty and had serious damage in the move, and I had to buy another fixture. Luckily, the tie down for these main chandeliers worked great. So if your goal is to go serious glamping or live in your tiny home, chandeliers or pendants may be worth it. If you want to pick up and move with ease, find a flush mount light fixture that you really like instead. Okay, that was a lot of information on RV lighting, and I hope it helped. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for taking the time to watch and learn with me. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and visit often for more inspiration for do-it-yourself living.